So apparently, LEGO Duplo bricks are stronger than regular LEGO bricks. So today, I'm out in the middle of nowhere to answer the questions that nobody has asked, and we're gonna find out if that's really true. So since LEGO Duplo bricks can withstand the weight of a baby, we're gonna see if they can withstand the weight of me too. Hardly a scratch on it, and it held 140 pounds of pure muscle here, so it can obviously withstand the weight of a baby. So now it's time to do some other tests. So now that we see the might of one brick, let's see if several can take the weight of my insurmountable mass. We got a little bit of separation, but no real breakage so far. We put it back together, and they're still doing it. So since my own human strength wasn't enough to rival the LEGO Duplo brick, we're going to bring in some man-made tools for some heavy artillery. So I think we've finally found our limit, but why stop there? Let's keep going. So since we've used traditional tools, we're going to get a little fun with it. I was a JV bowler in high school, so this should work. So perhaps my JV swing wasn't enough, so we're going to get gravity on our side. Holy sh**. You might not even be able to tell, but this thing hardly got hit. Got hit with an entire bowling ball from about 10 feet up, and only the corner is dented, so I guess those babies have nothing on Duplo. They can't be hurting these bricks. But I'm no ordinary baby. We're going to try this again. I guess the gravity worked. Direct hit. So you can see here it flattened it pretty good, so I guess if a toddler were to condense itself into the size of a bowling ball and jump from 10 feet up on this brick, then they wouldn't have been doing a good job of baby-proofing these bricks. So we're gonna put this little red brick out of its misery here with a 6-pound splitting maul, and I'm gonna go full Thor mode on this. I'm no stormtrooper. I never miss. So now it's time to use this vehicle to crush this vehicle. So obviously, the tires didn't do too much, so we're going to give it a little bit more firepower here. So it looks like we finally found the straw that broke the LEGO Duplo car's back. We even got a little bit of a blood streak going on here, but this isn't even the full extent of my power. So next, we're going to simulate an extinction level event for our LEGO Duplo dinosaur here, and this log is our asteroid. This log weighs over 1,000 pounds, so relative to our LEGO Duplo here, it's probably about the size of an asteroid to him. It's time to play God. So there's minimal breakage on most of these pieces here, but it's scattered all over the place, so you can see why real-life fossils are so scattered too. And that you don't learn in a science class, you can only learn that here. So hypothetically, if this octane gas tank filling up this police car were to have a little bit of a leak, and Officer Joe here is out on his break with a cigarette, it may or may not combust. But who am I to say? I don't know the laws of nature. And here comes the fire department just in time. So here we have a LEGO Duplo fruit tree. Johnny Appleseed planted trees and George Washington cut them down. Some days you're Johnny Appleseed and some days you're George Washington. Today, I'm George Washington. We've made our first battle scar, but now it's time to mortally wound this tree. So perhaps my inner George Washington wasn't enough, because as you can see there are a bunch of nicks and there's a bunch of chainsaw grease all over it, but not any permanent damage. Now we're going to use something George Washington didn't have, a splitter. So since the chainsaw didn't work on this log, we're going to use a log splitter. And with that, our 17-ton log splitter has finally split the log. Eat your heart out, George Washington. Now let's put a few of these other bricks out of their misery. And it turns out, I found a Lego animal in this bin that isn't actually Lego, and you know what we do with building blocks that aren't Lego. But we're also equal opportunity here on this channel, so we're going to destroy some real Lego Duplo animals as well. So here you can see the remains of all of our fallen Duplo friends. Some of them took our experiments better than others. And we see Officer Joe here. We see our animals, a little bit decapitated, a little bit split in half. But some of these bricks are still good. But now we're going to give them a proper farewell in the processor. We're going to dump them all into the bucket here. And we're going to send our lovely zoo assistant here with them.